Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play action now, Prescott. This is caught, it's Cooks. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Richard. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Off the play fake, Prescott. There's Jalen Reagor, his 1st NFL catch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 1st NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Jones. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tony Pollard.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the
18-yard line.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
End of the first quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Richard. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And out across midfield, down to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go, get out there, get out there. Hey, kill.
This is Richard. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jalen Richard, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Drop deep. Mike 14. Hey, watch the ball. Whip. Watch the whip. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
53. On 2nd down, Richard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
On the 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Chargers first down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And just a yard to go here on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chargers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Bengals 6. Bradley Pinion.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Switch it,
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott on play action. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Cooks, incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
QT on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Eli Apple up from his corner. Spot to make the play.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 20, Mike 20, kill.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Darius Geis.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards there. First down, Cincinnati.
At the 44-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. 40's coming. Here, Lord. There go Mike 20.
Prescott on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill.
On play action, Prescott. This ball complete to Rager. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Rager making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie things up at 13.
Sanders set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Kiki QT on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Slayton, 81 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9.
26-yard line.
We're going to 54 right here. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Here we go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. He's got his man on the cross.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new British watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1 from the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard, 62 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bradley Pinion set to...
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they